Ang mga nakaligtas at pamilya ng mga nasawi sa malagim na pagsabog sa Rojas Night Market sa Davao City kagabi. Maliban dito, sinabi ni DSWD Secretary Judy Tagiwalo na magpapaabot din sila ng iba pang tulong sa mga ito, katuwang ang mga lokal na pamahalaan. Tiniyak ng kalihim na binabantayan din nila ang sitwasyon ng seguridad hindi lamang sa Davao kung hindi sa buong bansa. Ito'y para agad na makaresponde ang kanilang ahensya sa oras ng pangangailangan. Kasabay nito, umapela si Tagiwalo sa publiko na makiisa sa mga ginagawang hakbang ng pamahalaan. Samantala, isang misa ang idinaos kanina sa lugar kung saan nangyari ang pagsabog doon sa Rojas Night Market sa Davao City. Pinangunahan ito ni Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte. Nag-alay ng mga bulaklak at panalangin ang mga dumalo sa naturang Memorial Mass. Kanina naman ay nagsagawa ng isang press conference si PNP Chief Ronald Bato de la Rosa. Ating pong tunghayan ang kanyang naging press conference sa Davao City.
Sir, what do we know so far of the suspect, sinasabing person of interest, yung klase ng bomb na?
First, doon sa person of interest, may description tayo. Kinuna na ng artist sketch. Yung mga babae, hindi pa nakuna ng artist sketch. Accordingly, isang lalaki at saka dalawang babae. Yung mga persons of interest. Then, yung sa IED na ginamit, as of now, hinihintay ko pa yung post-blast investigation report. They are still trying to reconstruct the IED that was blown up. It was blown off.
So we're finally calling it a bomb. We're calling it a bomb.
We call it IED, improvised explosive device, using presumably a mortar round.
Sir, follow up lang kasi parang we have this information na parang the city through the officials already got parang advanced knowledge of yung threat, no, na may mangyayaring pagbobomba, but officials were still were not able to prevent it. Ano ba yun? Lack of, hindi lang, mahirap talagang isalagin yung terrorist.
Nakalusot lang talaga. Nakalusot. It's not the right time to point fingers. Nalusutan lang talaga.
Sir, next question from Mr. Renz Umbigo, TV5.
Buksan daw ulit yung night market ngayong gabi.
Yes.
Iikot ba kayo sa magdadaan?
Yes.
Daw, sir, ano yung ginagawa niyo ngayon para i-secure, para masiguro natin hindi na masusundutan? Hindi na tayo malumusutan ulit, sir.
Maximize yung police visibility. And I have given instructions to RD Pero 11 na yung ating mga patrols. Dapat hindi yung mga patrols na nakaupo lang sa patrol car doing nothing. Dapat they should make use of their time. Dapat agresibo sila, naninita. Kung may mga suspicious na tao, sinisita. So dapat ganoon para the more na may chance na tayo makahuli.
Sir, little details po nung napag-usapan natin with the military, remind kayo dun sa history ng dalawang months.
Inabutan ko lang doon na pinaka-concern ng ating mga local chief executives na nandoon. We were present during the ARPOC, Regional Peace and Order Council meeting, which was attended by the SND, SILG, and National Security Advisor. Yun lang pinaka-concern nila is yung mga upcoming big events nila. Are they going to push through or are they going to cancel these events? So yan yung pinaka-concern nila. But with the assurance of coming from the police and the military, they gave their commitment to continue on with the holding of these big events.
Sir, yung command conference natin dito, sir, kahit konti details lang.
Ayun sa taas. I was just being briefed by RD Pero 11 and his staff regarding the progress of the investigation and the actions that were taken, that they have taken during that crisis.
Next question, sir, from Ms. Andy Chagas, Bomboracho.
General, paano niyo po ma-assure na hindi yung human rights po na public regarding po sa pinagpapal po na state of
Ay, napakalayo yan. Sabihin nyo sa mga human rights advocates dyan, just relax. That the intention of that declaration of state of lawless violence is not designed to impinge on human rights of the people. Sigurado, hindi man ito martial law, hindi man ito kung ano-ano. Ibig sabihin lang, palakasin, paigtingin ng kapulisan at ng military yung kanang presensya para to quell yung lawless violence na na-observe natin na nangyari.
Inamin na po ng ASG po na sila yung may nagagawa doon sa Rojas, yung night market po, General.
Yes, inamin. But still, kahit inamin nila yun, we have to still continue on with our investigation and we still have to validate that claim. We have our own way of validating if that claim is really authentic. So, we take it as at face value, but then again, we still have to validate.
Sir, may claim din na it's only a faction of the ASG. Parang faction, splinter group lang daw po siya.
Yung Daulatul Islamiyya, sir, yung pangalan daw. Daulatul Islamiyya. Yun daw yung tinuturo ng ASG. May ito ba tayo na
binabalidate pa natin intelligence community yan.
Sir, di ba ito, sir?
Si Militang ba yun sa Cotabato? Last week kasi inoperate siya, pero nakatakas. Posible ba retaliation niya ito? Because nasangkot na siya dati sa bombing sa Davao. Definitely familiar na siya sa mga operations na yan.
Posible. At alam natin yung hindi ako gumagawa ng conclusion dito but I am giving the possibility dahil although hindi pa tapos yung post-mass investigation report, pero sa nakikita ko na IED na naman using mortar round, specialty niya yan. That is his signature.
So possible malapit siya doon ngayon, sir, sa kasi yung mortar na nagamit, signature bank nila.
Simple.
Pero mortar na ba talaga yung recharge?
Sa nakikita, yun ba? Pero kinukumpuni pa nila.
Pero from all indications, it's a mortar round.
Sir, next question from Ms. Ferdinand.
Sir, how will you assess now the security situation of the city? Is the city still safe?
Yeah. I have been the regional director, sir. You please answer that question.
Yes, we assure the people that the PNP, in fact, kasama namin yung Eastern Mindanao Command. We assure the people that we are doing our best to keep the situation in Davao City and the neighboring provinces as normal as possible. That's why we encourage yung pagbabalik ng mga activities at normal course of commerce dito sa ating lungsod ng Davao. So, kung makikita nyo po, napakaraming mga checkpoint teams, mga patrol teams ng Philippine National Police and Task Force Davao ang nakakalat ngayon. And ang mas mahalaga rito, we are calling on the people to help us also in securing Davao because mas maganda po na lahat po tayo ay nagiging vigilant at alert for any person or packages na maaring iniiwanan ng mga possible saboteurs para po magkaroon ng kaguluhan. Kung lahat po tayo magtutulong-tulong, mas mapapalakas po natin ang seguridad ng Davao City.
Sir, during your time in personal city of Davao City, malalaking terror attacks ang mga na-prevent because of your intel monitoring. What was the problem? What is the problem na-arrest niyo si Chua, the bombing incident, supposed bombing incident in
hindi ba natin talagang sabihin na yung panahon ko rin naman meron man ding ilang bomba sumabog dito. Not as city director, but as intelligence officer. Ako yung intelligence officer during the Sasakwak bombing, yung Ikuland Valentine's Day bombing. Ako yung intelligence officer. So, meaning nalulusutan talaga tayo. We cannot just blame everybody. We can just imagine yung pinakamalakas na intelligence agency ng buong mundo, yung Central Intelligence Agency sa Amerika, nalusutan nga sila sa 9/11 bombing, di ba? Yung 9/11 na terror attacks. How much more yung intelligence group ng PNP, yung ISAP ng AP. We are not exempted from being skirted.
But we are currently investigating our ranks.
Yung own rank namin?
Because of this incident.
May pagkukulang.
So far, that's the least of my concern. That's the least of my concern. I am not dissatisfied with the performance of our policemen in Piano 11. They're doing their best. In fact, nakatapos na ng Kadayawan. That was a very successful affair. A week-long affair, wala nangyari because they're very active, very good performance.
Sir, before po naganap ang Thanksgiving party ni President Duterte, there were 10 faces shown by the BCPO, allegedly members of the ASG, na nandito na sa city. Are we monitoring if the two male suspects na a person of interest natin ngayon is a member, nandun po ba sa 10 mukha na pinapakita natin?
Ongoing yung pagko-cross-match. May cross-matching tayong ginagawa doon. Ongoing pa. Malalaman natin yan kung merong magmamatch.
First, Davao lang ba ang target or is there indication na mas malaki ito? I mean, the President has already said it extends beyond Davao. May iba pang kaya hence buong bansa ay nilagay under state of lawlessness.
Yes, possibly. If you're able to do it here in Davao, why not in other cities? Kaya nga, we are encouraging the vigilance of all the Filipinos. We don't want you to panic. We want you to stay calm. At the same time, we want you to be vigilant and be very alert of our surroundings. Once may mayroon kayo maobserbahan na suspicious persons, suspicious individuals, suspicious packages, please report it to the police, to the nearest police station.
Mr. Delson,
umamin na this is just a beginning. Assurance po. Umamin na
assurance from the police. We will assure the public that kung pwede hindi kami matulog, we will not go to sleep to provide you security. In order for you to sleep, we are not going to sleep.
parang nananakot sila.
Nananakot sila.
Nag-claim.
Nag-claim na silang nagtatap sila.
Sige, manakot na sila, manakot. Hindi sila manakot. Tingnan na natin. Manakot na sila.
Sir, di ba diversionary tactics lang?
That is what we're suspecting. To ease up the pressure that we have been experiencing in Sulu and Basilan right now. This might be a diversionary tactic para ma-ease up yung pressure doon sa kanila at ma-divert na naman tayo from being offensive, they want us to become defensive. Kasi naman, pag concerned na tayo sa safety ng ating mga syudad, yung effort natin masishift na. Pati nga yung ating war on drugs, mababawasan ng efforts dahil magsishift tayo sa security ng mga syudad.
So for persons of interest, are they still investigated?
That we cannot tell you. We are not yet sure.
Sila ang dalawang
Wala sila sa kamay ng police sir, yung mga persons of interest.
Wala pa.
Sir, do you have specific areas according to intelligence may be targeted? Kasi kahapon may nabanggit si Vice Mayor Jensen. Do you have specific possible targets?
So far, we have raised the alert level to full alert status sa lahat, sa buong Pilipinas na. Lahat ng syudad ng Pilipinas ay pinabantayan natin.
Sir, and can you take us through the story? Kasi yung some of these accounts are talking about the person, in relation to the persons of interest, yung kung paano nila ginawa. They pretended to get a massage sa area. Ganun ba yung sa hiwa ng doon? Do you already have a clear idea on how it happened?
Meron, pero din-develop pa namin. We cannot just be giving you out all the details that we have gathered. Then ongoing pa yung ating follow-up operations. So, mamaya na.
Mr. Jeff Canoy, Jeff.
Sir, okay na.
Bea Pupin. Okay na lang po.
Sir, can you consider this as also drug-related?
Right now, hindi pa talaga namin ma-establish ang gusto. Pinakamalapit ito sa yung problema doon sa Solo. Pinakamalapit. Next maybe is drugs. Dahil pwede naman bayaran ng mga drug lords yung mga, di ba? Pwede naman. Yung tingka namin.
Ano natin, turing natin dito terror attack.
Not yet narco-terrorism.
Terror attack lang.
Terror lang.
General, ilan pong mga witnesses yung hawak ko ng PNP?
We have 8 witnesses, pero hindi namin hawak. We are keeping their identities confidential for their security. As much as possible, ayaw muna namin expose sila.
Pero, sino po sila, sir, mga lingkong?
As I have said, that is part of a tactical information that we do not want to divulge for their security. No? Thank you.
Sir, sabi niyo po, babawasan na po yung focus natin sa drugs. So, paano po yung magiging sistema nito ng police?
No, posible mababawasan nga dahil nga concerned tayo sa security ng ating syudad, sa lahat ng mga syudad, so pwedeng mababawasan. But I don't intend to reduce our efforts sa ating war on drugs. We will have to continue the speed, we have to continue the momentum, we have to continue the rate that we are going.
So medyo malapit ba to or harang ba to doon sa 6 months na binigay ni Pangulong Duterte para doon sa bago yung laban? Sabi niya medyo hindrance ba siya or paano natin makakabit yung 6 months?
Honestly, this has a disruptive effect on our campaign. Disrupt talaga pansamantala. But as I have said, pipilitin namin hindi kami madi-disrupt. Continue pa rin yung laban, yung gira sa droga.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Salamat, ha?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Pamaya, mag-meeting na kami.
Inyo pong natunghayan ang press conference ni PNP Chief Ronald De La Rosa sa Davao City kanina at kanyang ang kinumpirma na isang improvised explosive device o IED ang ginamit sa pagpapasabog sa Davao sa Rojas Night Market sa Davao City kagabi. At base rin sa kanyang press conference, sinabi ni De La Rosa na yung pagdedeklara ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte ng state of lawless violence o lawlessness ay hindi pagpapatupad ng batas militar. At kanya rin sinabi na posibleng diversionary tactic nga ang pagpapasabog sa Davao para malihis yung atensyon ng pamahalaan sa kampanya kontra illegal na droga at sa operasyon na to laban sa Abu Sayyaf. pero tiniyak ni De La Rosa na hindi nito mapipigilan ng pamahalaan sa kampanya nito kontra iligal na droga at anumang karahasan. At ang kanyang panawagan sa publiko ay huwag magpanik pero manatiling alerto sa lahat ng oras. Nakatakda naman ngayong gabi na makipagpulong si Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte kay De La Rosa at sa mga miyembro ng gabinete. Antabayanan ng detalye ng balitang ito. At yan ang mga pinakamainit na balita sa mga oras na ito. Manatiling updated gamit ang aming social media sites. I-like lang ang aming PTV Facebook page o i-follow kami sa Twitter at PTVPH. Ako po si Ria Fernandez. Magandang gabi.